I'd like to propose that all we really need to know about how to live and what to do and how to be, we learned in kindergarten. That the lessons of life weren't found at the top of the graduate school mountain, but instead in primary school at story time. So I'll share a few of the stories I've come across that represent some of these lessons. Walt Disney said that's what we storytellers do. Maybe not in life, but in imagination. We instill hope again and again. The missing piece is a visual tale that follows the journey of a shape who claims to be unhappy due to its missing piece. So it travels along, searching, singing, pausing in the rain and snow, stopping along the way to speak to a worm, smell a flower, until it finally finds its missing piece. However, with its newly acquired symmetry, the shape rolled faster and faster than ever before, which of course meant there was no longer time to stop and smell a flower or even for a butterfly to land for a visit. And of course, another realization occurred. Our piece could no longer hum or sing or even chat to friends along the way. So it dropped the piece and rolled on slowly, singing and visiting again, until a friend stopped by to visit. This little piece shows us the importance of mindfulness, of slowing down, taking the time to smell the flowers, and reminds us of the importance of making meaningful connections with those around us. The story of the little mole who knew it was none of his business begins when a little mole poked his head out from underground and discovered that someone had done their business on top of his head. So he takes off to find the source of the rather unfortunate deposit. Now, in an attempt to get to the bottom of things, he decides to inspect the leftovers of all his barnyard pals, who of course supplied him with a range of evidence in terms of smell, sounds, and texture. He starts with the goat and his plippity-plop, a pile of toffee-colored little bells, which, rather alarmingly, the little mole found almost appealing. Now, you might find yourself searching for the lesson here, but for a start, it's about dung determination. And the pig, with a plop, splat, a little soft brown pile. For me, this quest is about overcoming the world's discharge, despite the stool and soil that life drops on you. I've also heard you can get the plop-up version. The Rabbits deals with concepts of change and even colonialism, with illustrations showing a rich and haunting allegory for all. The rabbits, which came many grandparents ago. They looked a bit like us. Some were friendly, but our elders warned us. Be careful, they won't understand our ways. They didn't live in the trees, like we did. They made their own houses. We couldn't understand the way they talked and how the rabbits spread across the country. Sometimes we fought, but there were too many rabbits and we lost. They ate our grass, chopped down our trees, and scared away our friends, until the land is bare and brown and the wind blows empty across the plains. And you're left asking, where is the rich dark earth, brown and moist? The Rabbits offers a rich and valuable perspective on the effects of humans on their environment, visually loaded, promoting cultural awareness and a sense of caring for the community. The Dot is about a young girl named Vashti, whose teacher's gentle words are an invitation to self-expression. You see, Vashti thinks she can't draw, and to prove her point, she jabs at a blank sheet of paper, leaving an angry dot there. And the teacher pushes it back and says, please, sign it. And so she does. And the teacher takes her dot and frames it in swirly gold. At the school art show, Vashti's many dots make quite a splash. She notices a little boy gazing up at her. I wish I could draw. I'll bet you can, said Vashti. Me? I can't even draw a straight line. Vashti smiles and asks the boy, show me, then studies and stares at his line, passes it back to him and says, please, sign it. So this little dot marked the beginning of Vashti's journey of surprise and self-discovery. That one little dot marked the beginning of this delicate fable about the creative spirit in us all and its potential to affect those around us. Which brings me back to the power of a story and its contribution and place in our community. Stories bring us together. They pass on values and traditions, the things that connect us, our aspirations, our expressions, our environment, our crap, our fears, our similarities, our differences. Share these stories, our stories, your story. Our community depends on it. Thank you.